It's by no means an overstatement to declare that no graduating class has followed a more arduous path to this ceremony. But here we are, because you have both persevered through a global pandemic and navigated through difficult and trying social and political waters that have asked us all to think critically about what it means to belong to a community, to be a citizen of a nation. I think it's safe to say that people will long remember what it means to be a member of the class of 2021 or 2020. It's a cliche of graduation speeches to say that this ceremony marks a beginning rather than an ending. But I think that today, more than ever, we have to acknowledge that each of you will be finding your path through new, uncharted territories as we reopen our world. Some of you I know will be starting or returning to jobs right away. Others will be attending graduate or professional schools. Still others look forward to months of travel or pursuing passionate interests through volunteerism. Many pathways are open to you, especially because your education in the humanities has neither defined nor categorized you. Rather, it has given you the tools to continue learning and redefining yourself, to adapt to an ever-changing technological and social environment, and to respond with vision, imagination, and confidence to the complex problems that face us today and will continue to challenge you as you go forward. Of course, each of you has followed a unique path through the humanities curriculum. Some of you have studied the works of the most ancient writers. Others have learned to write their own stories. Still others have reflected on how the goals and values of professional journalism can survive in an atmosphere of smartphones, social media, and a chaotic information environment. We believe that all these pathways have allowed you to acquire the same fundamental skills. You have learned to read closely and reason carefully, to master the means of communication and expression, to interrogate the assumptions behind assertions while acknowledging the cold, hard facts. Finally, and most importantly, you've learned to appreciate and respond to voices from other times, other places, and other perspectives. This year, we honor 3 members of your graduating class whose stories you will find on this site. Each of them has made a unique and difficult journey to our university and found in the humanities ways to realize their passion for sharing stories and pursuing social justice. What's important here is not just the intellectual curiosity that has driven them, and all of you, to acquire new knowledge, but also the shared desire to make connections and understand relations. An urge at the forefront of all of our disciplines or majors, whether we are establishing the causal sequence behind an historical event, deducing the logical implications of an argument, identifying symbolic patterns in a poem, or assessing the way different audiences receive and process messages. This search for connections and relations inevitably leads us to an appreciation of community. And today, especially, we need to recognize the communities that have sustained all of you on your educational journey. So, first and foremost, please join me in thanking the most important people in your lives, your parents and partners, relatives and friends, for the support they have given you. Then there's the heart and soul of the college, our faculty. Perhaps a faculty member has worked with you individually on a research project. Perhaps you recall the inspiring lectures of another. And in today's university, there may be yet another that you know only virtually through an online course. Please join me in recognizing their contributions to your journey. You've also benefited from the devoted labor of our college staff, the advisors who have helped you plot your way through this difficult course, the people who have greeted you in the front office or were backstage balancing the books or ensuring that the technology actually worked, and also the communications team who flooded you with tweets and posts and podcasts. Finally, I ask you to recognize the peers with whom you have built your own learning communities and established lifelong bonds. The most important thing you will take away with you is this experience of learning with and about others. And I hope that we as a college can help you preserve this community as you follow your life's path. It's time now for you to begin to follow that pathway out of here. But it's our hope that you will return to this place physically when possible, virtually, and perhaps more frequently in memory as the site of some of your most positive experiences of joy and enlightenment.